This episode of WTBD is brought to you by Audible. Is there a criminal hacker hiding in the eyes of a cartoon cat? The app Talking Angela lit the internet on fire this week with just those rumors.
I want to know which hand you would pet me with.
Although dismissed by several news outlets, including The Guardian and USA Today, in YouTube comments and on Twitter, the rumors persisted. One rumor in particular, that an alleged hacker is hiding in the eyes of Angela herself. Here are just a couple. Look into the eyes of Angela, it's a man. Look in her eye and you will see someone. And it's true that if you take a screenshot and zoom in, you can see something, but I wanted to learn more, so I grabbed Scott Bromley, who happens to sit right next to me, and
Hello.
who also happens to be a trained animator. Is that right, Scott?
Yeah, I went to cartoon college.
Okay.
But what this is
Okay.
Well,
Let's take a look at this.
okay.
There's something there, right?
well, yeah, there's something there.
You zoom in, and so what are we seeing in this
So
reflection here?
what you're seeing in the reflection is just a room or a poster or something. And what this is, it's not some sinister guy sitting behind a webcam at all. What you're seeing is there's basically a texture applied to the eyeball to give it a reflection. That is just a texture they throw on the eye because we all have reflections on our own eyes, and if this did not have a reflection, it would feel totally flat and no longer 3D, even though it is a super creepy character.
So this is basically an artistic technique that's used in any form of animation.
You look at Toy Story, and in Toy Story they're lucky enough to have the actual 3D world around them where they can reflect off of the objects on the 3D set, whereas this is just a flat character sitting at a cafe, so they just grabbed any texture and just threw it on the eyeballs. Like, that's what they're looking at. It just so happens to be they grabbed a room instead of a town that is sitting at a cafe.
She's sitting at a Parisian cafe.
Of course.
Yeah.
Like most furries do.
Mystery solved. Thank you, Scott.
Yep.
And as always, let us know your reactions in the comments too. And by the way, you're going to be seeing a lot more of Scott on the channel in this coming week because, and I know that you Tech Feed fans out there should be excited about this, because I'm going to be going on vacation.
Why are they excited about that? Like, oh, she gets a day off! Hooray!
I'm excited about going on vacation,
Okay,
but
yeah.
you should be excited because Scott might be pitching in on the channel, so look out for him starting late next week. Meanwhile, I'm going to be in Brazil, which I'm very excited about, but I also have a 22-hour trip to get there. So I asked some of you guys on Twitter your suggestions for what I should do to pass the time on the flight. And contrary to Jordan on Twitter's suggestion that I watch the movie Death Race 2000 on repeat, there are better ways to spend your time on a long flight, which is why I have an Audible account. Audible is for downloadable audiobooks, and there are over 150,000 titles to choose from, and you can get it on any device. So if your Kindle dies, you can switch over to your iPhone or whatever device you have without skipping a beat. Plus, I love the fact that a lot of the newer titles are actually narrated by the author itself, which makes it that much more fun to listen to. One of these is from BJ Novak, who you probably know from The Office, who has a new book called Stories and Other Stories. These are short stories, and they also feature guest appearances by Mindy Kaling, Jason Schwartzman, and Katy Perry, so a very long flight feels less like a hell chamber and more like hanging out with a bunch of cool celebrities. And best of all, you can get a free 30-day trial and a free download at the URL audible.com/whatsthebigdeal, and that helps support the show too. Thanks for watching, and as always, you can be in touch with me on Twitter, Facebook, Google, or VK, all at Annie Gauss. See you next time.